we're forgetting you, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. We didn't forget you. Not at all. We would not. Okay, so this is great. Create res from data value. And the other one is fill in. Why is it like this? Fill in CSV from upgrades. Perfect. So that works well. Right? So we can say, I think we need that to be a tool script, but maybe not. Do we? Do we need that to be a tool script? Now that I'm thinking about it. Do we need data to be a tool script? Because I want to use it as a singleton. I want to call it as if it was a singleton. Realistically, we don't need to call it as a singleton. So I could modify that script. So instead of having the singleton registered in here, I'm just calling data like the class because I know it. I have access to it. But maybe that works even without loading this, right? Do you think it works? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I feel like it does. Because the class is known to Godot. No, probably not. It's probably that right now it has been loaded, and so it knows it because I'm still in the editor, but otherwise it wouldn't know it. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense, but I could replace that, and instead of using the singleton, I could use the class that I'm loading. That could make more sense. I am not sure. Okay, great. Great. So, turn tool scripts into editor scripts. That is pretty cool. I think I want to export to JSON, but I am not sure it's going to make my life that much easier. And this is a question. Like it's tempting to do. It's tempting to do that. But is it going to make my life easier? Is pre-filling the tree interesting? No, it's not. Pre-fill the tree should be more intelligent. Do you agree? So what we should do is... Oh, passing the upgrade container is useless, by the way. Right? Passing the upgrade container is useless now. We don't use that anymore. So we can clean that up. What we could do is we could say... we could have a thing that is already in tree, and it's going to be a bunch of upgrades buttons. Get children, Sorry, it's an array. Already in tree names, and we do an array of string, and we do for B, which is an upgrade button in already in tree, b.name. That way we can do the check quite easily. And so in here we can say what? We can say if upgrade.name in already in tree names, we continue, right? Load the buttons already present. Okay, in here we can say skip if upgrade already in tree. And so, for example, theoretically now it should work. I can pre-fill my tree. It should add another one. Yes. Shit, what did I touch? Thank you. Output value. Player dash cooldown. Ah, I completely forgot player dash cooldown. Great. Okay, I think all of the grinder stuff, for now, I'm going to put grinder images, just to make it easier to read. Oh, this is pretty cool. Because it's well made, everything basically updates. This is really cool. Okay. I'm tempted to make some stuff now. My grinder buttons. What do you think? My grinder buttons. To make my life easier, my grinder buttons are tool scripts, right? They could have an export var, clear, remove, or clear. How is it called? It could have a clear required, right? It could have a clear required. So how do we do that? We do upgrade tool button, clear res required. Ah, fuck, I forgot how we're supposed to do this. And you can put an icon, clear. So it's clear res required button. And we do clear res required. Okay. Okay. And so how are we doing that? Update link visuals, unlink all, load upgrade, auto distribute. We can do the same thing as this. And then we save our res. If not res, return. Right? It's called res. Yeah, res. And then We save it. I think that's going to be useful. I might need to put a confirmation though, because that's kind of risky to put it just right there. That easy to access. But at the same time, it's really useful for me to be able to work in the tree like that. I click on something and I don't have to go into the resource. Because if I want to detach it right now, I have no way of detaching it, basically. Like if I want to add the output value in here, or the player dash cooldown. What did I do? Okay, I'm creating the link over here. This is very easy. Grinder speed, output value. I'm not sure I like this idea of having all of the things that are related in here. Like the dash count and everything, the slide count. It's you have the same tree. I'm not sure I like that. Also, I think what we can do... Those are tools that I'm afraid I will use just once. But I'm wondering if having a tool to give myself a starting price on all of the upgrades, I feel like it would be really useful. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm filling in the prices manually. It's really bad. So we could use the tool that we talked about earlier, that we talked about in another stream, like the formula, to give us a base price. And then from that base price, we can tweak manually. But at least we know we have a starting point and it's very easy. I'm not sure. Also, the debug price in here doesn't really help me because it's showing me... It doesn't show me enough. The debug price could be more interesting if it was giving me all of the prices per level, you know? But I could do it, honestly. I could construct it. Instead of being like that. Reflect res. I could construct it over here and say get debug prices. Oh, it's just get level prices, get all prices. Maybe I just do it in 2 steps. I do get all prices, and I do res format all prices. That way I can use both. It starts a little complicated. It's a little complicated, maybe. This is going to be an array of int, I guess. And this is returning a string. Cool. And here we have the array of ints. We create the string and we return the string. Okay. Prices, an array of int, and we return those prices. So what do? We do for I in range, or we have all the levels, right? We do for level or L. Gonna be easier. L is what? It's a dictionary? I don't remember. In levels. What is levels? Can it tell me? Upgrade level resource, I forgot. Upgrade level resource. L, and in here you have the price. Yeah, okay. You can do prices. Append. I mean, the resource could give it to us with that logic. I would not construct it myself, but the resource could return it to, doesn't matter. Get all the prices, and in here, nice outfit, boss. Thank you, DevNut. We would do for P, which is, or for price, no, for P, int in prices. We can do formatted. It's going to be plus equal dollar %d. Do we want a comma? I guess. Do we want a comma? Maybe not. %p, and that's it. Okay. Is it going to be better? Where do I do that? Where do I do that? In here? Reflect res price.text is equal to maxed. So I want debug price. Is there anywhere else where I'm doing debug price? Okay. Okay. The issue is that it's hard to read. Especially when we have a lot of them next to each other. So maybe my debug price is smaller. Maybe that fucker is smaller. That's one thing. And when we format, we can say if P is equal to prices back, then we do something specific. Otherwise, we don't. Okay. Tree. Okay. Now I have all of the prices easily visible. Took notes and did them right away. Made the game better. Let's go. Awesome. I'm glad I could help. It's a little messy, right? It's a little messy. The thing I don't like is the naming. The names are too close to each other, but it's only in the editor because we're not previewing the English version, right? I guess. Yeah, but even if we were previewing, it wouldn't show. Previewing English translation, you can remove from here. Let's put a circle on them, at least encapsulate them. What do you mean? Put a circle? Circle around what? Quick question, how do you do translations? There's nothing to do, you just put a CSV and Godot does it for you. Basically. My CSV is like that. It's key, English, French, and in Godot, you just specify in here. Godot automatically, when it looks at a CSV, it recognizes that it's a translation, so it creates two files, and then you just add them as translation. So it created the .en.translation and .fr.translation, and you add them, and that is it. That way they're being used, and that's it. So whenever you put something, whenever you put a key in a UI node, like I didn't use them in here, of course, because I didn't really do translation yet. But when you put a key, it's being translated, and if you want to translate it dynamically, you can call tr to do translation. The text and icon be inside a square. The text and icon be inside a square. Because it serves no purpose. It serves no purpose. In the game, we don't see anything. We only see when we open that. So it's purely for debug. And also encapsulating everything is not necessarily a good idea. It's kind of old-fashioned to put everything in a capsule. Everything in a box. Be aware of that. The output of AI bullshit is full of that also. Like everything is in boxes and boxes and boxes. We tend to do less of that because it gets very quickly. It gets like you know. So be aware. Do it mindfully. Okay, what do I need? What is what I want? I don't know. I want to be able to edit my prices. Editing my prices blindly is bad. Editing my prices blindly is bad. So, I kinda want my button, I kinda want everything to be able to like give me a default price. I think. Calculate a default price for me, and then I can update it manually if I want. Right? I feel like it's what I want. What do you think? What do you think? No, I'm not. I'm not, that's why I don't know. I think this is what I want, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. The problem with tools is that you have to think about all of the edge cases and stuff that you don't think about when you're editing manually because you're already doing it. You see what I mean? This is the trap of making tools. This is why some people spend hours and hours making tools for their games, and at the end of the day they have no games because they're just making tools, and there's no end to making tools. So I'm trying to be mindful. Like, I don't want to spend my days editing things manually and spending a lot of time for nothing, but at the same time, I don't want to spend hours doing tools for nothing. So in here, for example, I have a blank slate that doesn't work. I kind of want to press a button and it smartly goes through all of the nodes and gives me default pricing. So that's one use case. But then there might be another use case. I'm adding a new node. I'm adding just one new resource and I want to update just that one. The other ones, I've modified them. I don't want to touch them. So then I have updating one button. And finally, I have maybe a call to update all of the buttons that have not been updated. So maybe what I do instead is on my resource, I define if I have base prices or not. I define if I have base prices or not. Thank you for the follow, Cook. You see what I mean? That way, I can call update the tree, and it updates. This is so specific. There's so many specific things. How often will I need to go through one of them at a time? Pretty often. How often would I need to go through all of them? Rarely, I guess. Like once, maybe. Am I overthinking it? Probably. Probably. I think I want the JSON, even if I don't use it that often. I think I want the ability to have the JSON just as a backup. Because the JSON will gather all of the things, like all of the things that I can change. So the prices and the upgrades between the things and the required upgrades, right? In case I made mistakes or I mess up, having the tree saved backed up as a JSON is kind of nice because I can rebuild it from here if I ever need to. Right now, my tree is simple enough that I can rebuild it, but if the tree gets complicated, I'm afraid that it will happen. To be honest, I'm also using Git, so I could just revert, but I feel like it could also be useful. It could even be useful as a way to kind of try multiple variants of a tree. Maybe not that much. Anyway, I'm gonna say improve tree tool. Okay, improve tree tool. Because we need to move, and the fact is the more I do it, the faster I do it, the faster it's done, and then I don't have to overthink it. Because I am overthinking it all the time already. We need to stop that. We need to stop the overthinking. So to improve the tree tool, I want a node. I want a button. Tool button. Tool button to update all res suggested price. Let's call it a suggested price, maybe. Right? I think it's what I want. It's a suggested price, and then I'm also putting that button on the node itself. Tool button on upgrade button to update suggested price. So this is going to be slightly more complex because it will have to know the tree depth at which it is. Right? It will have to know the tree depth at which it is. So maybe one thing that we could do for the future is store the tree depth inside of the button. That could be an interesting thing. Could be an interesting thing, right? Because that way you don't have to query it every time, which means how far are you from the center of the tree? Are you right there? Are you right there? Because to reconstruct it, it takes quite a while. Because you have to go through you have to go through the tree. Ah, no, it's fine actually, because you do it in reverse. So it's actually pretty fast. Not that it matters, because realistically it takes like, I don't know, 10 microseconds. But it's even simpler because the knowing at which level you are is basically doing this. You go from here, you look at what upgrade you're requiring, what upgrade you need. It's this one, then it's this one, and then it's this one. So you know how many levels you are deep. So this is level 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you start in here. You already count 1, 2, 3. Uh-huh. Yeah. 3, right? Yeah, we don't need to count it. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it then. I'm gonna start on one like that. Do I want the buttons like this, like these? Do I want the buttons always available? Maybe. So in here, we want to do what? We want to do Is there an export divider or something? I mean, I'm stupid. It's the export category, right? Resource, and in here it's export like tools. Yeah. So what do we want? And I need to have something for this. Suggest price, or suggest price, update suggested price. It looks like it's not the price, you know. I'm trying to think about me in the future if I forget. Update suggested price. Suggested price. Is it really what I'm doing right there? I don't know. Update suggested price. Let me see how I wrote that down in the ideas. Price progression. I don't know. Update suggested price. Update suggested price. Button. Let's create a region also. Region editor. And let's create and region and region. That way it's clear. Update suggested price. So the first thing it's going to do is it's going to get the tree level. Get tree depth position. Right? And it's returning an int. Return tree depth. That's one thing that we'll need. We'll have that. It's good. What I need is the Godot editor icons. I need the Godot editor icons. Do I have something that looks like money in here? It would be amazing, but I doubt it. What could look like money if I want to update the price? I won't have something that looks like money, right? Unfortunately. What is this? Kinematic collision. Interesting. I had no idea there was an icon for that. This looks like someone praying on the floor. I mean, I could do a refresh. I could do just a refresh. It's far from a price. We can put custom stuff in here, right? In the buttons. I don't think we can put custom icons, unfortunately. Yeah. This kind of looks like... Maybe I just don't put an icon, it's fine. But I like icons. That's my thing. I love icons. Reload and reload small, and it's bigger than the reload small. That's very interesting. Ah, percent. I think I like the percent. Scene unique name. Oh. Is it working? Why is the category wrong? What? Why is the category wrong? Upgrade button. What? I know it's not wrong, it's just upgrade button is here. I got confused for a second. Okay, it's fine. Editor tools. Okay. I got confused. Update suggested price. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, it's very simple. We get the tree we get the tree depth. We get the tree depth by doing get tree depth position. The formula, I think the formula, it might be interesting to put it somewhere. Right? Because otherwise we might have a discrepancy between the formula that we have here. I don't know. Maybe it's not a bad thing, and I can just think about updating it. The price. Let's create a new price. Int should be. So the price, let's write it. We said base. I don't know what the base should be though. This is what we are using, right? I don't know what the base should be. Base Is that like the first ever? Like 1? In my case, it's 1. The first thing cost 1. Multiplier level. I don't know. So, let's define everything separately. That way it makes it very easy. Molt as a float. And here it's like 1.07. I don't know. And the level is the tree depth, I guess. In our case, the level tree depth is going to give us a level, but I think we should increase it somehow, because then we have levels inside of the thing. So do we count that as a level? Maybe we do that. Okay, so for level, which is going to be an upgrade level resource in levels, right? We are going to calculate a new price. So level, let's start as at tree depth. Let's start at tree depth. And then we need to do resource, save, whatever. Okay. The new price is going to be base multiplied by pow of the exponent is the level. Okay, so mult level. Is it going to like that I'm passing not a float? It's going to parse it as a float. Okay, and we put that as an int in here. We put that as an int by doing floor, I guess, right? We can do it explicitly. That way we decide what we take. And we can say level.price is equal to that new price if we ever want to do something. There's already shit. Let's just do L. Levels not declared in a current scope. Of course, I forgot. Res.level. Okay. We could also call it level res to be very explicit. It's not like we don't have a lot of space. So that would be the thing. We need to get the tree depth. So to get the tree depth, it's very simple. We do... what? We need to know the center, right? So we go up the required upgrades until we arrive at day duration. The center day duration. It is the first one. That's good. Okay. So we can grab an array, res, required upgrades. What is this? Is it it's an array of upgrade resource. Upgrade resource. And we can see we might have a bunch of them. We can just do a while true, right? We can just do a while true and we'll break whenever we arrive at the good spot. So for upgrade, which is an upgrade resource in... Is it really called an upgrade? Sorry, I'm just realizing something. Is it just called an upgrade line, but not correctly? Finalize line. Line scene. I never realized because the lines... I It's called Lion. Okay, I'm fixing that. I hope no one is using... No one was using the... Lion. No one was using the class name, no? Okay. Okay, that's fixed. Cool. We'll go back to that. At some point, I need to figure this out also. Upgrade button. Yeah. My upgrade button is not done. So for upgrade button in required, if required target, no, if upgrade dot target is equal to data. Do we access data in here ever? Isn't that a problem? Yeah. It is a problem, right? We are not going to have access to data in here. I don't know how that works. Let's figure out in a second stage. So we want day duration. We can stop. So we can say return. Break. We can say break. So... just before doing that, we do tree depth plus equal 1, right? We do tree depth plus equal 1 because if you go through the required... no, that's going to be wrong. I guess we should check if we are the tree depth position, right? I guess we should do... I guess we should check that. Maybe. If we are... If res.target is equal to data value dot day duration, we return the tree depth immediately. Hello, Initial. Have you considered streaming on YouTube? I am streaming on YouTube, yes. I am streaming on YouTube. Shit, not here. Ellipse stream, I don't remember. I don't remember. Is there a mistake even in the name? I don't. But I stream on YouTube as well. I am currently on YouTube. It's just I'm on a separate channel specifically for streaming. Hello, Mars. How's the weather in Land of the Croissant? It's better. It is better. It is better. And you get the tree depth. Okay, so that works. We get the tree depth. We do that. And we update the suggested price. So this is very useful. We could take a look, I guess. We could take a look. Oh my fucking god, what is happening? Let's reopen the tree. Ah, my tree is back. Should we try to update? For example, this one, 1632.64. If we update the suggested price, what happens? It crashes. That's the first thing. Got it. Makes sense why I wasn't finding it. Yeah, it's not incredibly clear. The problem is that I was streaming on my main channel before, but it was just creating a bunch of VODs on the main channel. It's a pain. So I decided to move it away, but then nobody is aware. Have you got a... Oh, you have a Good course on Udemy. I'm gonna take it. I have a Good course. Yes. By the way, use my link if you want to get it. Because otherwise I don't get the money, basically. To make it very simple. I get way less money. I have a course about game juice. And I should do one about UI. So, I crashed Godot. Do you think it's my fault? It could be my wild true. Could it be my wild true that is not exiting? It's totally possible. It might be why. I should also do one about game milk. Yeah. Wild true always mess up everything. Yeah. I clicked the link, but I also have a subscription, so not sure how that works with money. I still get the money from the subscription, but I guess if you're coming from my link, it's still tracking that I'm the referrer. The thing is, Udemy is very it's super stupid the way it's done, and Udemy really likes to take credit for stuff, and so that's why I'm supposed to be the referrer. Otherwise, they're like, oh no, it's people are coming from us, so we should get the money, even though I made the course and they did nothing. But you know, it's the idea of platforms, right? Most platforms are not here to make your life easier. They're here to profit out of your work. But anyway, thank you for the 5 consecutive streams. Let's go. I just need to get some food to my cat. Give me a sec. The times are difficult. We are running out of cat food. Do you guys think any game assets all in one pack is worth it for $10? I mean, you don't have to pay for it, right? You know, you can download the things. You can download the packs individually. You don't even have to download everything individually. There are big packs, but you can see it as a way to support the work. It depends what you want to do with it. I personally don't really use assets, pre-made assets, that much. But $10 in the grand scheme of things is quite nothing. So yeah, I guess it is. So what could be happening if we don't find the day duration? We break. Oh, of course, because I'm just not doing anything. I'm fucking stupid. That's why. That is why. I'm so stupid. I am really fucking stupid. Where did I do it? In the links manager? No. Trois petits chats. Les trois petits chats. Okay, so what do I want to do? What do I want to do? When I'm here, that's absolutely not what I wanted to do. I'm going back, right? We could do a recursive stuff, by the way. We could do a recursive stuff. We could do a recursive stuff. Is that a good idea? That's exactly what we want to do. Initial. Sure. Yeah. We could do recursive stuff. So we start with the... I make my own stuff. We start with the required upgrades. It's an array of upgrade resources. Oh my god. It's an array of upgraded... It's an array of upgraded resources. That's even better if we do that. And the current depth, I guess. Maybe we pass the current depth first. It makes more sense. And that's it. Okay. So we start over there. So in here we start at 0. And we pass the res required upgrade. So this is even simpler. Because we can say... If required upgrade is empty, it means that we are at the... We arrived, so we can put the tree depth. Okay. Would it work? And instead of doing that... this is stupid, by the way. This is very stupid. Will it work what I'm doing? But it's good for people that doesn't. $10, it's worth, you know. But yeah. Again, I insist, I think you don't really have to pay, right? It's just you have a convenient package with everything inside. But I think theoretically you don't have to do it. You can't return multiple things inside of here. That doesn't work, right? Am I stupid? Doing things for the community. I don't... That doesn't work. That doesn't compute. My brain doesn't compute. My brain doesn't compute. That doesn't work. But I don't have anything that has multiple parents, right? So far. I have simple links. I have nothing that has multiple relationships. But maybe I will in the future. But they would be on the same level, so it doesn't matter, right? But that doesn't work, what I'm doing. What I'm doing doesn't work. Right? What I'm doing doesn't work. So I want to exit. The condition is the same though. I want to exit when res.required upgrade is empty. It means I have arrived at the end. We don't need this, right? While it's not empty. While it's not empty, you go there. Okay? It works in here because I'm not... Why my brain is broken like that? This is stupid, by the way. This is current... This is why I had required... This is why I had required upgrade. So, required is empty. If it's not empty, you continue. And then you go required. You go required. You go one depth. You go one depth. Am I fucking stupid? I can't parse that logic. For some fucking reason, my brain stops working. I'm here. I'm looking at the parent. I'm looking at the required upgrade. I might have two. And I'm continuing. That's the opposite. Right? For for each parent where I'm starting, for each parent where I'm starting, and I want to calculate the longest depth, because I might have two depths that are not the same. No. Right? Even if theoretically I could have something that has a longer depth, and then it comes back to me, it doesn't matter, right? So we could take a shortcut and take the first one every time. I have been spending the last few months revising my outlook on game design. I'm not an artist, so I'm working on adjusting my thought process to make games using basic assets, so I can get past the it doesn't look like I want feeling. Okay. I have the impression that you will still have that look. You will still have that impression even if you're using assets, though. I don't think assets are going to necessarily remove the it doesn't look like what I want. But using assets is definitely a part of the solution, but I don't think it is all the solution. I don't think it's the ultimate solution. You still need to understand how to put things together, what color looks good, etc. Oh. Using basic assets. Okay, I thought basic assets from other people. Okay. I see. Yeah, okay. My problem was I was trying to I should make it simpler because I should say I should not go through all of the path. I should take a shortcut. Because I can assume that the links are on the same level. You see what I mean? So for now it's going to work. If I have a more complex structure, right now what I do is every time I have an upgrade, I assume that if there's a required upgrade, it is on the same level, right? It is on the same level. It is one level before, sorry. Required is always one level before. But it doesn't have to be. Theoretically, I could create a link from here to here. And so then you would argue, which level is this one? Well, it is the shortest path is here, but the longest path is right there. So it's bigger than that. So if we want to do things correctly, we have to iterate on all of them and get the tree depth on all of them. Basically. But we don't have to do that in here. We can assume that we only have one... that the above is always like the smallest, right? So the tree depth would be here. Then in here, I don't really need to do that, right? Or this is the path that could be... By the way, this is not what we want. This is still not what we want. We can say res. If res.required upgrade is empty, this is when we do that. Then we get the required upgrade. Is this what I did in here? I just take the first one. Okay. To do in the future, go through all required to compute the longest and min path. Right now, we assume we have one link or multiple, but on the same level. Yeah. I think we can do that. Required is equal to required 0. Is it not loaded? Is it really doing 1 as a suggested price? Maybe it's normal. Level index. Why is it so low? Level res 0. Depth 4. Price 1. I mean, this is 1.31 and the base price is 1. So that's why the base price being 1, it's very, very inexpensive. So I should not have my base price. I should not have my base price at 0, I guess. And also, as we are doing that, we should do level. We should do level plus equal 1 as we are upgrading this, I guess. Hello, Brainoid. So maybe I modify the base price. And the price is still like 2. Yeah, it basically changes like nothing. I use this formula: base times rate time powered count, where harvester costs 50 at first and increased by 15% each level. With only one bot, it's plugged in like that. Works great at first, it's exponential. It explodes pretty quickly into extreme costs. With only 50 per chase, working into the trillions of dollars. And I'm starting to experiment just dividing X by 2 or 3 to slow the growth down. It still explode out eventually, but not as fast. Okay. Have you heard about Alan Jackson's song Chattahoochee? Because I just want you to know it's hotter than a hoochie coochie outside right now. No, I've never heard about it. I've never heard about it. Incremental cost, no. 3 and 4. Maybe the base price should change based on that. It's still like 3 and 4. It's not super expensive, right? Compared to the fact that you are here. But it's because we start so low, I guess. Okay, now that we have that, though, update suggested price. Now that we have that, we could do it on here. We could do it on all of them. Pre-fill tree, auto-distribute, backup tree. Backup tree, backup tree. Backup tree should be over here. Update, unlink all upgrades. So this is like the danger zone. I should probably do something about that. I'm not fully convinced. for upgrade button in if not button res, you can go away, return, otherwise you can call button update suggested price. Actually, do we need to know that? I don't think so. We can do it in here, right? If not res, return. Maybe we print an error. Print error. No res for... So the prices are going to be shit. Let's do it. Callable was expected. I need to reload it. I guess I need to reload it. 3. Oh yeah. It doesn't really go up. Right? It doesn't really go up. So is it because of my base price? Is it because of my base price? Because if my base price is 1, which is what I want for the other things, it's like it's not going up, but it's kind of normal because we are starting at 1. So one way we could do this is we could force the growth. We could force the growth. Maybe we can separate. I have an idea. What if this is the level and then we have the... So let's have the depth. Let's have the depth and let's have the level, which is going to be initially 0. So depth, you pass the depth. Then you pass level. Level and the new price. Okay. Is that okay? Level index not declared. Oh yeah. Because it's the same as the level. It's the same as the level. We could print the res though. We could print the res. We could print res.name. Level index not declared. It's going to be depth. Okay. So I'm increasing the level. And I'm increasing the level, but I need to use it. So I'm multiplying my base, I think. I'm doing like base times level times the power. It's shit. It is shit. Because when you are at 0, you are at 0. The level. I'm multiplying by 0. That's fucking stupid. There's one thing. Object suggested price. This is still shit. Is it because I'm starting so low? Is it because I'm starting so low? What happens if my base price is 10, for example? What happens? Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, the prices are a bit bigger now. 10, 22, 36, 52, 70. I guess we struggle. Why is this 3-4? Why is this 3-4? Huh? How can you be solo when the other ones at your level are higher? Oh, you didn't update. You motherfucker. So why is it working on the other ones? And why is it not working here? Weird. So this is cool, but it doesn't work. Right? It doesn't work. I guess I can change my molt. Is it going to be like drastic the way I change that? Probably it's going to change everything. Absolutely not. And I think the problem is that we're starting so low. Why is it starting at 1 though? Why is it starting at 1? Right? Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. I forgot something. In here, I don't want to do base times level. I want to do base plus level? Maybe not. Do I want to do base plus level? Maybe that's what I wanted to do. It's a little bit better. But because I start at 0, my level could be 0, right? It's still not growing fast enough. Also because no matter... Okay, so there's a problem with the depth, basically. There's a big problem with the depth. If you look at the dash count... How is it doing that? It's not going on all of them also. No? Dash count is only 1. Okay. If you look even at dash cooldown, the depth is 4. The level is 0. The depth is 4. I'm not using depth, that's why. Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. Basically, in here I should probably do depth, right? I should probably do depth plus level. The final level should be the level plus the depth. Or the depth plus the level. Unless I want to reduce how much it grows between depth. Could be a thing also. Okay, that's a bit better, but not good really. It's not really good because this one is it only starts at 2. Right? So the depth has to be bigger. See what I mean? So maybe we separate into 2 things. Let me know what you think. Maybe we separate the new price into 2 things. We have the base multiplied by we can have molt depth and we can have molt, so molt depth, it's going to be something, maybe it's strong and the other one is less strong. And we can have mult level. Okay, so then we start with the depth. So we do mult depth, and then we do only the level stuff multiplied by the mult level, and we only do level. Is that better? Let's see. It is not. It is absolutely not better. Oh my god. This is shit. Right? This is shit. But isn't it expected? Isn't it expected? Can I graph somewhere? Maybe it's simpler if I graph somewhere else and I play with the values. I could graph somewhere else. So what is my expression already? I forgot. My expression is going to be base. So I start with 1 multiplied by power of the multiplier. So initially it was 0.7, but it's really an x p. What? I don't understand. How does it work? Too many variables. Don't know what to do with this. What do you mean too many variables? There's one variable. It's called because you need to do y equal, I guess. Is that right? I remove those. Add slider. I don't want sliders. Why would I want a slider? P? What is P? Add slider. Too many variables. Try defining P, O, or W. Oh, fucking stupid. Sorry. How do you square it? You do... How do you square it? Add item. Help. User guide. Power. Square. Where are the fucking functions? Supported functions. Sine, cosine. Power. Pow? What is the name in English for the exponent? Exponential? That's not what I want. Are you fucking crazy? It should be next to sqrt. Square, root, nth root, sine, permutation. What? Nth root of a number. Is that... Are you crazy? Calculus. This is such a basic thing. What do you mean? Function, mean, statistics, trigonometry, inverse trigonometry. What? What do you mean? Should I just do yeah, I found it. What is it telling me? You need something before the superscript symbol. What is the superscript symbol? What is the superscript symbol? How do we use that fucking calculator stuff? Do I need to do y equal? Maybe I don't. I think I need. I don't know how to use that. Y equal 1 time 1.07. Oh yeah, but I'm stupid now. I'm powering it. I'm super stupid. Sorry. I'm super stupid. Exponent. My exponent is here instead. I'm very stupid. My exponent is x, right? The superscript symbol. What is the superscript symbol? Maybe I can do that in Wolfram. Maybe it's better. Right? Enter what you want to calculate or know about. I want to do base times power of multi-level natural language. Okay, go fuck yourself. Imagine I want to do 1 times power. Do you have power, or do I need to do something else? I should probably write it somewhere else. Okay, 1.1. And I want X. Okay. Can I specify X in what I want? X from 0 to like, I don't know, 15. Okay, it works. So I guess the problem is this, right? Oh yeah, it explodes in price. So my problem is I have things that are so small that basically I go nowhere, right? I basically go nowhere because the base price is small and this is small. So if we go back to 1.1 and I have 2, we still don't go anywhere because this is really what is driving us, right? So I don't know how it's possible that it's so small. In here, power 1.07 level, this feels like it's really, really small. But if I bump that to like 1.8, it's already better, but it takes a fucking while to go here. It takes forever to go here, right? It takes fucking forever. And I have 2 problems. One problem being... But maybe it's normal. Maybe I just don't start at 1. It doesn't really change anything, right? Imagine we start at 10 and we go back to 1.1. Yeah. Then we need a depth of like... Yeah. It doesn't go up. This is really the driving factor. This I can't really change because it's tied to my depth. I could use it as a... Oh, I have an idea. I could use that as a... Instead of my new price being like this, I could do... So I get my depth, I get my base, level, and instead of doing this, I do plus level divided by 2. What do you think of that? I increase... I take the depth. I take the depth. Like when you move one to the next one, you take plus 1 in depth. But when you are inside of an upgrade, you take half of a step, half of a depth. That way it doesn't grow up crazily. Or for the depth, we count we count all of the depth. I don't know how the depth is supposed to be calculated. Do we count... I need to draw. How is it called? I use that from time to time, but I don't use it often, no, so I don't know how it's called. Ah, the thing where we draw sometimes. Oh, fuck. Excalibur. I don't remember what this is. Okay, it doesn't matter. What is this? I don't know. The depth can be just that, right? The depth can be 1, 2, 3, or we can consider the things that are inside also, right? And so in that case, the depth is 1, 2, 3. Then this one is 4, 5, 6, and you take everything that is inside. You like open up every level to know the real depth, instead of just doing like 1, 2, 2, 3. You go through the thing, but I don't think we need that. I don't think we need that. Okay, what if I'm doing depth plus 1 in here? What the fuck? I don't want to do that. I'm just doing level plus 1. And we can, for now, we can remove this. Let's do 1.8. Is it better? It's super small. It's really, really small. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. It's really, really small. Maybe taking half of the level is too small. But also, I think this is very, very... The mold depth should probably be super big. What? It's even worse. Eight, 12. Because I'm doing divided by 3. Because I'm doing divided by 3, it really makes it super... it doesn't really upgrade for that. And if I count... What happens if I count it? I'm counting the level in here, right? I'm counting the depth and the level. They're on the same step. Okay. This one doesn't want to update for some fucking reason. Okay, now it's updated. This debug thing is a little bit hard to read. I think I will change that. Do I have another font? Is it the same? Yeah. Oh, this is awful. But we are basically in powers of 2 right now. Right? This is not enough. Whoa. I don't know why when I do it on one of them, it doesn't feel like it's emitting the resource change. Because when we are saving, we're probably re-triggering a load. Maybe not. Because we're only doing that in the initialize. So we could do it in here, basically. And that would make it work. Okay. So we are going to have prices that are very... They are going to have the same value. Because of the formula. That might be a good starting point. Right? That might be a good starting point. Okay, I'm taking a quick break. Oh my god, it's already 5 p.m. Okay, maybe I'll start writing the JSON stuff, but I didn't realize it was that late. So, in here, button to update suggested price. Shit, I didn't realize it was that late. I'm grabbing a drink and maybe I'm writing the outline of the JSON, but I don't have a lot of time. See you in... Don't worry, it's only 10 a.m. Yeah, I need to go. I need to stop early today. Anyway, I received some money. Cool. See you very soon in like 3 minutes.
You want to start making games? Don't worry. You just need that. You know what this is? This is a game engine. This is a game engine. Just use a game engine. Pick whatever game engine you want and just start making games. You find a cool game, you clone it. This is Pong. This is Pong. Boom. You clone it. Make a game. You just make a game. And that's it. You're a game developer. If you make games, you're a game developer. Wow, it's so freaking hard. But this is good. But this is really, really good. This is hard. This is hard and good. Emitting is equal to true, okay? Emitting is equal to fucking true. You fucking what, mate? You fucking what? I want to... I need to calm down. I need to calm the fuck down. Try the steps to see if you get stuck. I never get stuck with the stairs. I love the stairs. The stairs are working incredibly well, right? No problem with the stairs. Why would the stairs not work? We are sometimes ejected where we not want to, but it... If you like what you're seeing, it's one way of supporting. Because I would love my games to support myself, but apparently I'm not capable of doing that. So I kind of need your help. You think, like, it is a fart. It is a fart, yes. It is a fart. Sometimes it's nice, and you're surprised and it's actually a nice and punchy one. And sometimes it's actually a shart, and it's not pleasing at all. This is AI. You're right. AI is a fart. Congrats. Huge congrats to Daniel Mullins. Huge congrats. I'm going to follow you, of course, because I want to see what you're doing. What are you usually doing? Bloop, keep it alive. Sacrifices must be made. It looks like... Okay, what? Okay, what? What? Okay. 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 I think I understand. That explains a lot. It makes sense. Okay. Maybe the ray should be way bigger. Should be 10,000 that way. Oh, it's not enabled. It's not fucking enabled. Can you do focus on my face camera, please? It's not fucking enabled. I will put that as the one that I want. I saved again! I fucking saved! I hate my life. I hate my life. I do Control S all the fucking time. And now it takes like 5 seconds.
Okay, so I don't really have time. Do we have an icon for Jason? Jason, no. File. Uh-huh. export tree to JSON. Export tree to JSON button. Okay, just below backup tree, I guess. A Lop burger. Okay. Eat your game. I'm too broke to pay for an assessment. Then work. Then work. And you won't be broke anymore. How the friend will ask, you want how you'll work in this heat? To which I say my personal need to eat is way more important than my need to comfort at this point. Yeah. That's the problem. I live in DR, okay? Okay. Fair enough. Okay, we're doing JSON, path JSON. We're doing that, to which we join path with .json. Bit myself. Being broke here can live okay. Who's Jason? A file friend. Can I get time? Can I get the daytime string? Okay, we press N. We want to replace that by that, and then we want to do file name, path join with .json, and then we do file name. The fuck? We do that. Oh my fucking god. File name. Okay, we have our path in JSON. With the date and everything. And we need to construct the JSON. So we can construct a dictionary, which I'm not sure how I'm doing it. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Maybe we have a bunch of metadata. Maybe we have a bunch of metadata. Upgrade count and everything. I'm not sure. Then we have the tree itself. Right? And the tree itself is going to be a dictionary. To add more metadata. Maybe it's not useful. And so the dict tree we need to construct it, and it needs to do something like we go through the upgrades. How do we construct it? I want to see that, like, the child in the structure of the JSON, I guess. It depends if I want the JSON to be editable by a human, or if I only care about a backup. Because if I only care about a backup, what I should have is I should just go through all of the resources and have the link between them. But having a starting point and everything might be easier. Right? I think it's going to be hard to parse, basically. It's going to be hard to parse because there's going to be... The tree nature is going to have a lot of indentation, which is kind of horrible. Don't you think? I'm not sure. I'm not sure it makes it that much easier. I think it's for the backup most importantly. Like, what I care about is the backup. That being said, I already have a backup. I can just do that backup tree, and it creates a tree that'll back up. It's the problem with that, I guess, is that it still has the code, and it could still run stupid shit. And having just the data of what is the tree might be better. I'm not completely sure. Not completely sure. We don't care about the buttons, right? So it would be current upgrades. I think, unfortunately, I have to define it that way. Because I don't know what is my entry point, right? It's not marked as an entry point. Maybe my resources should be marked. I should be able to mark the entry point. That way I don't have to manually say it. That would be better, I guess. To do, mark in the tree the entry point. I don't have that function. I need a function for that. Would be an upgrade res. Next resource append. I need to pass a resource. Current buttons. Current upgrades. Why did not next upgrades? Okay. So by doing that, we construct the thing. And as we're doing this, we need to put into the dict tree what we have. Right? We'll save the... No, we can do that. File access. Open path JSON. Just for writing. Or should we be in read write? I don't know. Do you do open? Yeah, it gives you a file access. And then you do store string or something. It gives you a file access, right? But you can do it directly. Don't they have an example for JSON? File system. I had the stringify and the store just one thing, right? Store line, and the line that you want is JSON. You stringify the data, so the dict, right? Where do we have level in here? I don't know. Maybe we can save that, actually. Having level might be useful. So before getting the next upgrades, we are saving, right? We are saving the stuff. So the dict tree. What do we get as a key? What do we get as a key? The target? Or if we want to make it readable, it should be the name. And in here we'll put we'll put target dict tree current upgrade 0. Target. Where is the level that we put? Not sure. I'm not sure, but I need to go. So I'll finish that later. I really need to go now. Okay. That was not incredible. But it is how it is, right? It is how it is, unfortunately. Don't hesitate to check out my stuff. It's still on sale. Check out my course if you want to. I'll be live again tomorrow. Tomorrow. I don't know what I will have done, but it would be nice to finish that export and actually work more on the values and see how it feels. I'm a bit lost at the moment. I don't know exactly what I should do. But anyway, you can stay if you want. I'm just... Sorry. If you can stay if you want, I'm just running some ads at the end for like 1 minute or something. And I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Let's go and have a great day. Bye.